Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello sir, my name is Trisni Clara. Today I'm creating this video to discuss and present about topic 9, which focus on first language acquisition. Okay, first I want to talk about language learning. Language learning for me is like study a new language, and learning language is a process of acquiring the ability to understand, to speak, to write, and to read in a new language. And for me, learning language is important for us because we use language to communicate to each other, to convey information, and also to ask opinion and to express our feeling to each other. And next, talk about first language acquisition. First language acquisition is refers how to child develop a ability how to use and how to speak the language of its environment, and in order to in order to speak a language, a child must to be able to hear that language being used, and the child who does not hear and not allowed to use language will learn no language. Young children are seen as actively acquiring that acquiring the language by identifying that regulative in what they hear, and then applying those regulative in what they say. Next, talk about caregiver speech. Caregiver speech is simplified and repetitive type by speech, and with intonation and rhythm. Okay, with intonation and rhythm, and often used by adults who speaking to babies. When adults speaking to babies, sentences are spoken more slowly because it can help children the process of word, and also use a simplified vocabulary or grammar, because this type of speaking can help the children to learn a language by making sound, word, or sentence and structure sentence more to be able to more to be understandable. And next, talk about cawing and babbling. Cawing is a soft sound and a gentle sound, typically by babies. And cawing refers to early vocalization that babies make, and usually around 5 to 8 a week old. This sound like o or a, yes, baby sound, and are part of early language develop and indicate that babies are learning to control their vocal. And what about babbling? Babbling is when children explore sound and make utterances that have not clearly meaning. Usually around 5 to 8 months. Yeah. Next, talk about one word stage. One word stage is when children start to say their first word, which often refer to object they see in everyday life, usually around 9 to 18 months. Okay, next, talk about a two word stage. Two word stage is when children use two word phrases to communicate, and two word stage can begin around 18 or 18 to 20 months. And as the child vocabulary moves beyond 50 words. And the last is about telegraphic telegraphic stage. Telegraphic stage is learning is a one step in learning to speak, to learn, and to speak, to learn, and to read. And the child and children start to form a longer and more complex sentence, and the child has a clearly development develop and the child has a clearly development some sentence or building capacity on this stage. Okay, sir, that's all for me. I'm sorry if I bring mistake when I'm saying this in this video, when I presentation in this video. I hope you enjoy. Thank you, sir. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.